Chris Morgan, yeah.
And Baden just tried to push that yellow out, and it's kissed off it and kicked it to the side.
I'm picking this is going to be a reasonably long frame here, Lorna, just with the pockets being covered and the black being one of them.
Yeah. As I was saying to you, where that black ball is, everyone needs to try and be pulling balls away from those pockets.
Ooh.
Whoa.
That was very close to potting the black.
That's a close, but even
It was a shave, wasn't it? It gave it a shave. Sometimes you've got to be a bit ballsier to do that, though.
Oh, Tony Van Wyck going off the rail to kick into the black and left it sitting there.
Looks like that red down, the yellow down the rail goes, the yellow top rail towards the top right pocket. I think that's the go here for Curry, unless... Oh no, he's playing the yellow down the other rail, so maybe that went as well, and no, he's made a mess of it, so Tony now with this simple black to get a 5-2 lead. So yeah, Kerry's just gone off the boil somewhat here. He was cueing them nicely a few frames ago, but then he's just run into the wall and...
Starting to think about it too much, and instead of potting the ball, his head's too full with thinking.
5-2.
Yeah, it's an interesting point you make there. If you clutter your brain with unnecessary stuff, then it forces out your ability to play pool, doesn't it?
And you start doubting. The doubt starts getting in, and that tends to waver your arm.
Well, that's pulled up, definitely.
Yes.
You see that red pull up?
Yeah. Automatic braking system, I think, there.
Let the handbrake go too early.
Yeah, it's just going to try and bounce off it. Oh, he sliced that so thin.
Yeah, I reckon he actually had... I actually don't think he needed to hit it so thin. So if he hit it a bit fatter, he would have come off the cushion and then off the ball and potted it, but he went for the thin cut instead to just pot it straight. That's always the danger when you're doing that, is that you underhit it and you leave a shot on.
He's taken back control of that pocket.
Yeah, no, that's... I mean, with the balls lying where they are, there's no point trying to finish it, so it's good awareness there from Baden just to take a breath. So now I'd imagine what Evan would be doing here is just trying to get that the yellow out that's stuck. Even if he comes off the top rail and kicks it from behind and just pushes it towards the middle of the table somewhere, I imagine that would be the shot
he's
there.
trying not to leave Baden onto that ball so that he can swing the ball round and try and get these balls into the centre and get in behind those balls that are blocked with the black. Okay.
I think he was trying to make those balls more awkward by putting that one there, but I reckon he was looking to put that yellow on those balls to really throw it amongst it. You do that and then those balls are now no longer available for you, or if they are, then you're going to have to play a specific type of shot to get onto them. And Baden might have left Evan a little opportunity here. If he can pot this yellow and then the one down the rail and get the angle for the one into the middle, then... Oh, he's made a horrible mess of it though. Pretty basic sort of shot that he's just missed there, and just shaking his shoulders. Maybe it was a a little bit tense when he played that. Looks like Simon's finished his match. I can still see the scorecard there, so he must have won. Baden just opening up those reds now, and also at the same time to try to make that yellow less appealing.
I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, so Adam's food is up. Win that one. 7-3. So Tony's got the option here, well that was one of them, was to put it in slowly and then double the 8 into the corner pocket as opposed to the middle. The other one was to play the treble into the middle pocket on the left. Curry there just tying him up with a snooker. Looks like Tony may have to go 2 rails to hit this. Oh no, you can see a gap between the 2 balls to go 1 rail.
Yep, and spin it enough. No, it's going to go inside it.
Yeah, and off. So 2 in the hand and you get 2 away. I think the key here is to...
I thought he would have pushed that red and kicked the yellow over towards the black to free up that.
No, there's a finish there. You need to take the other red down the same end of the table and try to get yourself on the yellow in the middle, or even better, the yellow into the corner, which is what he's just done there. He's done that quite well too. He got on the hardest,
sure
got on the harder ball earlier. It's come away from the rail, but because he played it slowly enough, it still went in. So I'll be playing this yellow further away from the cushion now. No,
Oh,
no, that's worked out quite well. The one that was more of a cut because that had more control on it.
yeah. Now he wants to get this perfect position for that black. Does want to do what he did last time.
And he's going to play a screw back here. He's not going to involve the top cushion. Remember, of course, that he's got 2 shots at this.
That's right.
So he didn't need to do anything fancy. He just needed to get a shot on it.
He doesn't put it in here. It'll be the
Just
second
be a
shot.
slow roll, and
There you go.
he's used that quite well. So gets to 5-3 now.
Then we look over at Baden and Evans' game, and we've got a change around of pockets. Black still sitting out by itself.
Evans done incredibly well to remain in some control of this frame, especially against a player like Baden Jackson, who does like to take control of a frame, and if there is a shot there to be had to do that, then he'll have it. But Evan's been able to keep him away from that. Still very much in this frame, and he's done well to stay in this frame. Oh, look out for the 8. Jeez. Don't breathe just yet.
Is that Baden?
Yeah.
He never gets any luck, does he?
Oh, if it went for bad luck, he wouldn't have any. That was bum-squeakingly close. I think what he's done with that too is he's actually given Evan more of a shot at this frame, because he can now get rid of the yellow over the hole and open the hole up for himself. If you get a piece, clip that in and get a piece of the red on the way back, he can open that pocket up for the other yellow that's near it. Looks like he's going to go for the double.
Yeah.
And no, but it's right near the pocket, so again keeping that pressure on, keeping that compress going. Slaps the pot in. And what sort of shots he got on this? It could very well be a triple here.
Yeah.
That's what he's aiming up for.
Yeah.
This will be some sort of heist if he can get this. Oh. And no. It had to be done, and it was a great effort, but it's come up short. So Evan most definitely now has a green light. And there's your secret. Get on that ball early. That's the only ball that can cause you issues, with the other one over the hole. And now just needs to roll this in and keep that white ball away from the cushion. Black right over the pocket in this for a hard fought frame. And there he goes, it's 4-3. Really? Button's not working. You ignore what you see on the screen at the moment, folks. It's 4-3 to Baden Jackson. I'm just trying to click the button to change the score and it's not working for some silly reason. But you know, take my word for it, because I did see it this time. One of each, Lorna. What would you be doing here? Just going to push the other one just away and most likely leave the yellows on the left-hand side of the table on, so that you can then cross back over. But still trying to reconnect, but it's again the stream is not very good. Balls. On the flip side, that button works now. Yeah, finally got it to work.
How's the live streaming going, man? It's going alright?
No, it's
It
chopping
keeps
them out.
crapping out. It
Yeah, I'll wait for it.
cuts out and comes back in, and it's just
Don't have a word together, man. Because I've told it for the last 4 years. Yeah.
I'll speak to Daryl when he comes back. Looks like we've got a green light as far as the stream health goes, so I don't bloody know.
Hopefully we're back on.
Oh, we're back on. It just goes between not so healthy and healthy. This would be down the rail here. Slaps it in. Great position now to just play a stun type shot on this red near the rail and be on the one in the middle. This will be just a slow run shot. Game's just as easy as that, isn't it? At least he makes the game look easy.
Well, Tony forced the yellow down the rail and put a curious ball, even with the 2 shots. Kieran wasn't
Oh, and
able
he's
to,
missed the easy black, dear, oh dear.
my gosh.
Immediately he's dug into his equipment. Something to do with his cue, he thinks. Maybe it needs to be sanded, and yes, he's got the sanding tool out. So maybe he just got a bum contact on that, and it's almost like immediately looked at his cue as if to say, well, you've just done me wrong there. He's done that quite well, has Tony. Good work in and out.
I thought I hit you before I hit.
Oh. That's your partner, is it?
No,
No.
that's Matthew McInnes's older brother, Carl McInnes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Carl McInnes just came up and whacked him. But he wasn't going to whack Lorna.
No. Would you have whacked him back?
Hell yeah. But I would have stood on a chair to do it.
Yeah, because
Because
he's...
you've seen how tall
yeah.
he is, yeah. You need to stand on a chair to actually get a decent whack at him.
Oh, short. It needed to come back more. But he's underhit it. Now it could be very well be double time here.
Oh.
But watch the white
that
ball.
white ball. Oh.
He's gone and off.
No, he's
And
given
in
him
fact,
the
he's
frame.
actually conceded the frame, which...
Baden still would have had bounced the ball out.
Yeah, he's
So
still...
got it.
Yeah, see, don't quite agree with that. Well, I don't agree with conceding the frame anyway, but Baden still had to play a good shot to
Played
get the
two
black
shots,
out.
yeah. I don't think he could have potted it on one. He could have played off maybe 3 rails and put the ball in the corner pocket, but he still needed to do it.
Maybe he didn't see where his ball ended up. The fact that his ball actually ended up in the way and that he had to bounce the ball out firstly. Number of balls off the break again, I think.
What's that?
Yeah, you got 3 off. 1 yellow, 2 reds. He's called reds. Oh, is this red going? I think the red might have stuck itself on the yellow here. Softer or harder would have been fine, but not there. And just acknowledging that by making it available for himself, but tell you what, he was fair fuming at that. It's been a bit of a spotty game for this for him actually. Not often you see Baden make so many errors in one match, but again, I'd say again a testament to his opponent. His opponent's actually done a really good job of just played well, but he's also been a pest as well. He's just stayed there and done enough to stay in Baden's head. As Kiri Michaelides takes that frame to remain in the match. Does 6-4 again? We're having trouble trying to change the score. Where's this white gone? It's just left him the long ball. These two balls are not easy to get onto either. Because Baden's got to really give this some. Thank you very much, Jamie. It's good to see you watching from Australia. That is a massive break for no reward. Look at the split. He didn't get a ball down. I think he was trying for a snooker there, Lorna. Just wanted to hit that ball just off centre to put the white ball close to or in behind the other yellow on the rail, but
That's right.
look at what he's left.
Baden will just screw that out of there. And look at that. He's basically given him the frame because
It's understandable what he was trying to do, he just didn't play the shot very well. He's trying to give Baden something difficult to play rather than leaving him one of the reds on, but he just mucked it up really. Black does go through that gap.
look at this. Tony's just unleashed a shot. And he's partially snookered, so he needs to come down here.
Oh, well, look at all the zizz he put on that. He actually put too much on it.
Yeah. He's still there spinning after the shot.
Curry might be able to just play a little stun shot here and yeah, just like that and stay on that ball.
Lee's ball out.
Got the angle on the yellow now. Just flick off the rail and, or perhaps even come off 2 rails if he wants to. There's
Come
1,
back out
there's
into the centre
2,
there.
and centre of the table's pretty good. Baden there with the shot on the black to now goes 6-3 ahead. So this he does once I can put it on. There you go, your correct scores are now on. I've managed to make that keyboard work. Both of these games now into their latter stages, and Curry at the table looking to extend his stay. Could come off the bottom rail here for the position on the other yellow, or just play it slowly. He tried to play it slowly, but he got it all wrong. He wouldn't have had position anyway.
Yeah.
Would have been better off coming off the top rail, just to put more confidence into the shot.
It's only going to be able to cut that ball in without, and miss that in off.
You'd have to put a fair bit of bottom on it, I'd imagine, and
Yeah.
that bottom will also make it the ball hook towards the 8. Yeah, just
Oh,
like
look at
this. Oh, that's brilliant. That's a great shot.
Is he going to chuck it into
Third.
the centre or throw it down into the corner?
Centre. They only played into the corner if the centre wasn't there, and Tony gets the match 7-4. Oh, I've had enough of this. This is a pain in the ass. Oh, it's worked now, look.
Ah, Tony got 9.
Yeah, because it's delayed.
Oh, Evan tried to cut that inside.
There we go. So we're now on to one match, having had Tony's and Curry's match finish. It's Baden Jackson looking to sew this game up. And there is a combination shot on here, and he can use the red if he needs to. Needs to hope that black doesn't get in the way. It looks like the yellow will still pass. In fact, he's going to play that now. He's left himself quite nicely here on all 3 yellows. Do you think he takes the one bottom right first and tries to spit it back out for one of the other 2? Oh no.
Yep, bottom left.
Slightly better angle actually that he's left himself. I'd say he'd be looking, what, 2 rails here? Right rail, left rail, come back across for the yellow in the middle or the corner. Oh no, he did have the angle for that. I thought that red was going to get in the way. But no, he's played that really well.
Oh my
Somehow that's not gone in.
gosh. Wow.
He had the ball to play off, he had the whole pocket. Somehow he's missed them both. And now it could very well be snooker time. Evan may very well decide to bring that red off the rail and leave Baden snookered. No better time than now. And he's played that really well too. He's actually left him a longer out as well, and with all of those reds ready to swallow that white ball up.
Baden looking at the 7 yellow combination and give him frame to make him try and pot out. No, he's going to go around
black.
Is it 3 rails?
No, he's playing the black. He's going to try and put the black over there as well. So he's given 2 away there, but I'll say what he's done is that he's for sure tied up that red, so Evan can pot all the rest of these, but that red's going to be a real pain because he's got nowhere to go but to play it straight into the yellow. That black actually takes away any option of being able to kick at it off the rail.
Yeah.
And that's the most we've ever had watching too, by the way, is 51, at least as much as I can see.
Yeah.
Get to a time of the day when people have come home from work and want to settle in and watch a bit of pole.
While they're eating their food.
Mm-hmm. That's that, but
still got a
again,
second shot in the bag. So
yeah, well, if he can get a good snooker on again here, then he's just going to have to play the waiting game. There's nothing obvious on here. If he takes this shot on, he's got to make sure he makes good contact with it. He's actually done quite well. Yeah, that's actually a good point, PLC. It could very well be. We've got more viewers because Lorna's on. Well, I'm not going to disagree with that.
Nice.
Recognisable name and pole as well.
The rest of the plate all day.
You played so well in patches and then you just throw it away.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a all day. And then
It's good in the ladies' consistency.
What consistency?
what was going on?
Exactly. So how many is that net so you've played? Is that
Look at that. Loading up left hand side. Is he
Watch
going to
out
try
for
and
the
get him
cue
behind here?
ball.
Don't want to be giving away 2 shots.
No.
You're welcome.
Imagine he just pots these 2 and then just runs softly into the red. If you get this one and leave yourself the angle so you're naturally going towards that top rail so you can just play a snooker on the red. I'd say that would be the way to go.
Going back down to snooker. I'm in the corner there.
No, it's played that well. Would have wanted the red, I'd say, more over the pocket, but he's actually played that quite well. Baden again just looking to just tie that up some more and not allow Evan to be able to get in behind that red and kick it away. Oh, I love you too, Baz. It's good to see you on as well. Take it you've gotten home from work and decide you're going to tune into some pole. Evan again is just going to look to just play around with these and try to force a mistake out of Baden. You give him enough shots at it and reason that there's enough of a chance that there's going to be a mistake made. So again a snooker on the yellow, so say Baden's going to have to
Pop one of his
maybe
balls
pot one of those
to bring
reds.
out. As it
Pot
is.
the red, and then see what that does too is that would force Evan eventually into playing that ball near the yellow. You'd force him into doing it rather than him being able to play around with the reds and then giving Baden more opportunities to make a mistake. See, Baden's trying to force Evan into playing that ball.
You need to listen to the commentary. I haven't given you any pointers.
No, he knows way more about this game than I do anyway. What can I teach him? Yeah, spin a bit. So again, just playing around with it. I think what do you do here if you bait and you just play the 8 again and just 8 off the cushion into the yellow softly and then maybe sit on the red? That's what you do. Just keep on doing what you have been doing. Oh yeah. And off doesn't actually matter if it did go in off. So I just wonder with Evan if when you do decide you want to pot this ball, he's obviously just playing around with it now, just trying to force a mistake out of it, and he's gone to put that the other red into the bunch. He's taking away any shot that Baden has at trying to pot it. Oh, hello. No, he didn't touch a rail. He hasn't touched a rail.
Yeah.
There's the opening that Baden was looking for. He didn't touch a rail, so Baden's got a foul snooker here. I was wondering what Baden was talking about. I thought I heard him say foul, and then I realised that it's called the black as a free ball. So he's going to try and thin the black here, and oh, he's going to thin the black and use the red to pot the yellow. Obviously wasn't too sure about where that either the white or the red was going if he was going to play the plant. Didn't want to potentially lose track of where the black was or position on the black, so he just played it that way, and as it turns out he didn't get it right there either.
No. Just looking why Evan's touching the side there. What's he doing?
Well, he has to make whatever he does, he's got to make sure he makes a rail. He must hit a rail. But he cannot make that same mistake again, because he was actually really lucky to get away with it the first time, and I don't think... Oh, hello. That's going to be a foul snooker though, so Baden's going to take one of these reds as a free ball and just put it onto the 8.
Yeah. So he's taking the far side ball to chip off that, to kick into the 8, to pot the 8.
Yeah, there you go. It's a bit anticlimactic in the end, but it is a 7-3 Baden Jackson victory. I just wonder if that was a rush of blood there from Evan, or whether he forgot the fact that you can get foul snookers in this game.
Yeah. Jumping around Baden Jacksons.
Already ringing us.
Jumping Jacko Flash.
Okay, very nice talking with you. Hope everyone stays online and watches whatever games are left. And I'll see you all tomorrow.
Are you off home there, Lorna?
Yes.
Or off back to your place of residence?
Yes, back out to West Auckland.
Oh, yeah. Have a good journey, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh, whose is that? Is that yours?
Thank you.
Simon Singleton on that one.
I don't believe you can get a stalemate in this game, Barry. If you can, then I've never heard about it. Oh, it's shit again. Yeah, I'm going to have to ask a referee about that, whether you can indeed get a stalemate in two-shot. So if you could, I imagine that would stop the play of just tapping balls around, giving two shots away and hoping for a mistake. I think the reason why you see a lot of that anyway is because players know that there's no way that can be interrupted apart from when one player makes a mistake. Player at the table, Aaron Lilly, it's Aaron, and Lily's. It says Aaron on his shirt, as in. It says Aran there,
Yeah.
but Aaron on his shirt.
Lily.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Hey. Good? Yeah. So we've now got a new game to be played. Simon Singleton again with what looks like a monopoly on the camera tables and goes in off. Got a little brush on. Oh, you are indeed, are you, Barry? Oh, good on you for supporting the stream in more ways than one. I'm still drinking Coke Zero at the moment, but that may change fairly soon. I think just for the fact that I don't want to be drinking alcohol all day, to be honest, but maybe later on in the evening that will change and I'll have a couple. It's not a bad drop actually, as Carlsberg, even though I'm not really a beer drinker anymore. I'd still wouldn't mind a cold one. Nick Flood. That is how you spell his name, isn't it? Nick. I've seen Aran as an A-R-A-N, and I've seen Aaron spelt the way you've spelt it. That's the spelling on his jersey. That's what I've gone by. So either somebody's got the spelling wrong. Aran, is it? Is it pronounced that way, or is it pronounced Aaron, Samara? Because I know there's a bit of conjecture about this, and I'd like to see it mopped up before other people start flooding in and telling me it's being spelt wrong. So the person who made the shirt's got the spelling wrong. There you go. To just play again. Win. Shot. Who'd you play that time? Oh, Ming Xuan Li. Is that his name? This Ming Xuan Li, yeah. If I ever get him on the streaming table, I'll have to ask exactly how you pronounce the middle part of his name. So you've Nick and or Samara. I've changed the spelling. Is it pronounced Aaron or is it pronounced Aran? Just again for my own safety as well, much as anything else. Oh, missed the black. It's a great chance to go one ahead early on current champion, and he's fluffed it, so Simon there playing a double to play safety instead of actually just cutting one of those balls in. Life's always better when you've got two shots at the black, or sorry, if you've got two shots at clearing your own balls. And Aran's just... Or has he missed it? Hang on. No, he got a piece of it. So you got a little bit lucky there, but you take that luck when you get it. How's Healy going?
He's 1-1 lost 2.
Is he actually playing any good, or is it just not been very good for him today? Yeah. Yeah, that's what he'll say anyway. I was just briefly talking to Camellia Cook there and asked her how Healy's going, and she said that he's 1-1 and lost 2. So, hasn't quite been his day today. It's a nice little controlled shot there from Simon to stay relatively close to that other red. Now he's just got these two reds near the rails to think about, and the school of thought says that he takes the one towards the bottom of his screen first, but in fact no, he's decided to take the one towards the top of his screen. There's always a chance that he could double this red on the rail as well. Looks like he's got a reasonably good angle though, just to... Is this where he wants the white, is it? It's looking like he's wanting to... I know he is playing that ball down the rail, and where he pointed is right where he wants the white. Got the pot. It's a pretty good position too. It's basically right where he left his finger just before. Now just needs to make sure he can hold that white ball enough. Cuts in the middle. Can he hold it nicely? He can. So this for the first frame. And down it goes. So 1-0 to Simon Singleton. just again casting my eyes around the room. We see Glenn Coots up against Mike Bowen. I believe Brett DeFari is currently playing as well, although I can't see who he's playing. As the balls are running and wild here. Doesn't appear that he's got one off the break, so Simon will approach the table with all 15 colours intact. And to be quite fair, this is not a very nice leave off the break. It's amazing how you can break 15 balls up reasonably well and not leave an easy shot. But no, he could actually see that. The yellow that he played. I thought maybe he'd have to play the longer ball, but he's actually been able to see the one closer to the pocket, which again goes to show you how much the angle that I'm seeing distorts. Table 1. Did you get called? Dean Garnett. Sorry, what's your name? Andrew Hickey.
Head broke and got down to the black. Missed it.
Why not 2 tables, Ryan? We do not have a match being played on the other streaming table just yet. Once we do get a match going on that, I will switch to split screen.
Release every year.
So yeah, this is what we have at the moment, just the one game being played on the streaming tables. There's a bit of confusion over who...
So that's not that's not making new rule.
Talk to Barry.
Yeah, but you're going to have 32 in the main, right? And then 32 in the consolation, plus 8, plus 16. So there's going to end up being buys in there.
This is because last AGM, they voted that if you qualify, you should get the money.
Oh, clip the 8, didn't want to do that.
So, the compromise was that if you lose in the first round, you drop down and
It's going to be the issue here, though, is just that yellow next to the red, top of your table. Neither player can do much with those balls, so maybe just a case of maybe just a case of trying to hide behind one of them and get it, putting the opponent into a snooker or just a difficult shot.